Whew, hello, crafty creatures. Yes, it has been like a whole hot minute. My computer has been doing this thing where it likes to freeze and not tell me that it's frozen. Like it functions with whatever I'm doing, but at the same time, it doesn't. So that's why I'm a little late today. I was looking at my clock and it just wasn't loading. Same with right now, like my Twitch chat. I can't actually respond in chat. I have all my chats up and I can see them, but I can't like do any emotes or anything like that. So happy Friday, everybody. At least I think it's Friday. In theory, it is Friday. I am tightening all my bits and bobbles because apparently they have decided to come loose. So while I was pre- preparing, I got the color I was working on yesterday, 3822. It's all done. A color page finish. Oh yeah. And now I'm working on the color 930, which is which is it is a blue green, and it is filling in all these little dots here. And it'll fill in that right there. It's a good fill in color. Okay. So it is almost the weekend. I only get one day off this weekend. My weekends off are shifting to to match husband creatures. I gotta. There we go. My computer's going or my phone, which is out of reach, is going bananas. So we're just gonna ignore it, like any normal person. So this particular color, again, it goes all the way across here, and let's see if I can get it at a better angle, because I know I can. Yes, it goes all the way across here in these little white dots. It fills in the final border, and it just closes a whole lot of dots. There's actually like 3 or 4 colors going on in the border around. And it does its job. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So one of my weekend plans, since I have tomorrow off, and husband creature has to work, I'm probably going to take the opportunity to make some just like base level videos. I mean, I have my Twitch video where I'm wearing my glorious unicorn blanket, but I think I need to revamp those and make them a little bit more, not necessarily professional, because I don't want to have that persona, but a little bit more of an explanation of what people are getting themselves into here. Which is nothing bad, but I do need to take into consideration that sometimes people don't understand what this stream is about. It's about crafting. Lots and lots of crafting. I do lots of crafting. But it's also about community. And part of community that is being lost upon this world is, again, my title is, let's see, let me look at my title for It's stitching, kvetching, and healing. So primarily, I'm stitching. Secondary is kvetching, which is a Yiddish word for bitching, fully knowing that there is no solution. That and Twitch wouldn't let me use bitching. We don't, I mean, we don't come here to solve our problems. We come here to bitch. Because let's face it, let's be real. Everybody, 99% of the time, we all know what we need to do in order to solve our problems. But most of the time, it's just more fun to bitch about it. I can't even see the emotes. Bitches. And that is why, like, it might seem like, oh hey, why does this always happen? It's because that is the point of the fucking stream. But it's crafting, bitching, and then healing. Because sometimes to start the healing process, you gotta let it out. You gotta open up and let it out. You have to spill it on the ground. You gotta look at it and go, fuck, I need to figure out how to clean this up. Or I need to listen to what I know what I need to do in order to clean this up. And that is the process. That is the beauteous process of this stream. Where are my scissors? But I do kind of need to update my intro video and whatnot. So I might do that tomorrow night. Oh my goodness. It is not as cold today as it was yesterday, which is super nice. I don't have to stuff the stove as often. It's for me in my everyday life. I recognize I totally know what I need to do in order to get stuff done. I recognize it, but I also have ADHD, and I have my strongest symptom is my executive function. I know what I want to get done. I want to get it done. But fuck this shit. And I want to be the voice out there for everybody who's sitting around going, I feel so lazy, I feel so behind, and they don't know why. It's because you're allowed to be. You're allowed to be a little bit lazy. Unless someone's gonna die, or you yourself are bleeding or on fire, it's okay. But we've unfortunately created a culture where we promote that it's not okay. So the color that I'm working on is just little dots all over the place. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to have to mark where I've been. So looking at next week is the last week in January. So far, it looks like a normal week of Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, because my schedule is changing, I don't think I'll be able to. I'll have to have a conversation with Das because my schedule is changing like hardcore. So there's gonna have to be a conversation had. But I know it'll be. I'll know at least with my normal stream hours, the 10 to 12 or 9 to 12. Um, those will all be the same next week, bare minimum. Um, Dast and I might have to. Dast and I might have to move to another day of the week, which makes me sad. But at the same time, totally willing to do it if it means I still get to stream with Dast. Yesterday was funny because I had staff meeting, and I had to I had to I just had to attend a meeting, but at the same time, everybody who needed to be there to hear, and this is the sucky thing about having a supervisory or a perceived position of power, um, is that the people who need to hear the message are generally the ones that are not around to hear the message. And my boss is like, "Oh well, you'll get used to it," and I'm over here going, "Girl, I have been a fake supervisor for so many years that I already know this. Like, there is a reason I was kind of dodging the official title. Is I know the problems, and I know my way to solve them, but that's not that doesn't that's it's not the answer." Okay. I gotta see where my sugar's at because I've been having a wild ride. Now that I have the tool to see where it's at again, it's a roller coaster ride. Trying to get it back regulated is a roller coaster ride, I should say. So, I am now. I guess it's going down a little bit, but I'm gonna drink some sugar so it doesn't. So, I use a Freestyle Libre Pro 3 now. I'm still getting used to it. It's quite literally only been 2 days. So far it's doing the job. It actually takes more readings than the Dexcom. The Freestyle takes a reading every minute, which is kind of impressive. The Dexcom only took it every 5. I mean, that might sound like nothing, but in all fairness, that's how fast the sugar can change. Is you can go back to the point where you can find the precise minute where it went, oh hey, this is where the insulin kicked in. And that's what I'm encountering right now, is my short term is kicking in. But oh, there we go. Okay, I gotta figure out where my string. There's that. I'm trying to figure out where I am on the wide world of stitching, because there's a big clump of the color right here that I'm actually going to tackle while I'm here. Instead of going all the way down to fill in the little dots, I'm going to stop and I'm going to work my way out to fill in the spots. And then I'll work. Then after after the little shelf is done, I will work my way down. But I am hoping for, I can hope for a color finish on 930. That would be awesome. Let's see, three color finishes in 2 days would be just amazing. At least on the page. So I'm nowhere near finishing all the colors. Okay. This is one of those weird areas where I think I filled out all the areas. So. Actually, that's not too bad. It's almost all solid in here, the color that I'm working on. So this area is a little complicated because it's all messed up, but we got this. Yeah. When I do grocery shopping, I try to hit the slow time. The slow times, like either super early, um, weird hours in the middle of the day, or close to closing. I always feel bad close to closing though, because I know how felt when I was working retail, and it was like the half hour before closing, and then someone walks in. But generally for husband creature and I, um, we do the shopping and then we just say fuck it to people for the rest of the day. What what we need to do is organize our food so we know what we have and what we need. That might be one of the things I do either tonight or tomorrow. Well, no, husband creature has tonight off. It's all weird. Our schedules are super wonky until he gets his CRMA, and then it evens out. Oh my goodness. Oh, my body aches. And I've even had caffeine today. That's kind of impressive that I ache and I've had caffeine. Dragon, yesterday you missed it. Hachimon was here. Let's see if I can. Um, oh, I didn't see. This is the beauty. I didn't even turn on my overhead light. Like, I'm poorly prepared for today. 1 second, let me turn that on. And folks, if you ever are like, oh, I want one of those cute yarn bowls. Okay, they are cute. They're fantastic, and I love them. But at the same time, I use my empty container of candies, and I drill a hole in the top, and I just use a little saw or a file, and I saw a slice down, and then I have a yarn holder. Now, oh, hey, but Ra, it won't stick to anything. Velcro, my friends. Velcro or, or regrippable tape. Um, I suggest Velcro, the hook side of the Velcro, so it can stick to stuff. Like if I had hooks, Velcro hooks on this one, I could stick it to my thing and it'd be a little bit more sturdy. Double-sided tape will help it on the floor or on a table or something like that. But this is what I use. This is how I hold my yarn. I wash them out. Sometimes I take the labels off. This one didn't get its label taken off. But this is what I use. Whew. Hi, Peg. Pixie says hello, everybody. No. Okay. I might have to focus on the solitary colors this weekend. On much like I did with Divine before I got that page finished. I might have to do the same with Captain Penis over here. Because I'm truly running out of. This is the last big color on the page, so get all those little colors done so I can get on to the second page, which is more grape leaves. Oh my holy Hannah. We're just gonna. Apparently, my eyes are not working properly today. So, this little block that I'm working on, save for like a single line of color, is just filled right in, and it's all good. So I know that now it's boo hiss for this, and I'm trying to find a digital place that doesn't suck, and so far, every time I start to set one up, is I just get overwhelmed. So I've started my migration to Blue Sky. I've had a Twitter/X account, but I never really activated it. I never had it on my phone or anything like that. Like, I had it, but at the same time, I didn't. Like, eh? But on Facebook, or whatever name it's going to decide to call itself here in the near future. I don't know if they're going to change it or not, but I follow a guy. His name is Maddie McTech, and he shows off like really neat websites and and shortcuts on, like, that's how I learn. Is some of the things he does I already know. Other things I'm like, oh hey, that's neat. And oh hey, that's neat thing that happened I did yesterday was a DOS prompt shortcut to update all the apps installed on your computer. Instead of having to download like download a program that says, "Oh, hey, you need to update these." There's actually a command prompt that does it. It's called it's Winamp or WinApp or something like that. I'd have to look. But I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is awesome!" And I updated all of the apps that needed to be updated without having to paw through all kinds of bullshit. It was like I gave it the command, I told it to update, and it updated. Happiest thing of my day yesterday. Ah, good luck in the world of Wall. Okay. And that's one of the beauty about one of the things that I like about my brain is is if you are having a rough time and you just need to step back, there's no hate. There's no there's sadness, but no hate, complete understanding, and I will love you all the same when you come back. Um, because as the past, geez, God. Okay, so let's see. September, October, November, and December. The past 4 months, knocked me on my ass, and I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to on like my my personal professional end of things, my cross stitch, my crafting, that end of it. um and sometimes you just need to take a break for you. You don't even have to tell anybody. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I need to ponder a mini goal for today. I also need to set an alarm because apparently I can't trust my computer. Went the wrong direction. There we go. Now, if my computer decides to freeze, I will have an alarm. Not that I not that I don't want to like stay here all day. Unfortunately, I do have weird things like a job and places I gotta be and stuff I gotta do. Mhm. Mhm. I think after stream today, I'm gonna try to make some progress on my last module of cybersecurity. I only have one module left, and it's just I've been I've been working so hard that just I just got to get it done, and I'm at the same time I'm like fuck this noise. I did get my giant diamond painting almost all kitted up. Like I I got all the beads that I have had in like back storage, like I used before. Got all of those put out and ready to use, and now I just have to pull the colors that I don't have um called up to get them in their containers. But that's just going to be something that shows up on work in progress Wednesday. Blah, 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 blah. Because, well, actually, I probably could manage to convince it to come over here for a stream or two. But I don't know. I like my cross stitch. I like my cross stitch stream. But the more I have it like laid out and as it's flattening. Ooh, ooh. Wait, see, we don't get those wild flavors up here. I mean, we were lucky to get the strawberry and cream. That's actually not a bad flavor for Dr. Pepper. Same with the cream soda and Dr. Pepper. Those aren't bad flavors. Those are the only two that we have up here. Um, I was drinking the mango orange Sunkist. Like Sunkist has three different flavors. They have the mango orange, they have the blue raspberry, and they have the strawberry lemonade. And the strawberry lemonade is probably the best out of those three. We had to buy 12 packs to get them, and mango orange is the lowest, but it fixes my sugar, so I will still drink it. Um, the blue raspberry, it was very disappointing. It wasn't bad, it was just disappointing. But the strawberry lemonade was pretty good. But yeah, grape Dr. Pepper does not sound good at all. And I hate to be stereotypical about this, but there is a particular genre of uh of culture that they are targeting with that, and that kind of makes me upset. See, I hear the mail truck outside. I can't see him because of where I'm sitting, but I hear him, and I'm kind of curious because we're expecting packages here. Let's- I love the USPS mail. What are you getting? Um, for mail today? Oh well, apparently we're getting one package today. We're getting we're getting a I, someone is sending me a package from the local area that I have no idea who it's from. So I'm definitely interested in what's going on there. And it's supposed to be arriving today. So, and and since there are packages, um, and and whatnot, once once I see him drive off, I'm gonna run down and grab him real fast. Because again, I don't live in the best neighborhood. Filling in the white spot. This is an incredibly easy color right now. So last night I got one of my feather I got one of the feather accessories done. And I also got the horns of the meadow dragon done. Now tonight I think I'm gonna try for the legs. Um, they are a little they're right on the border of my comfort zone and like the stitching and whatnot, so that's why I've been hesitant. But quite literally, it's all I have left. Um, is the legs and one bit of not the horns, but the ridge, and that's all. It's really all I have left, and I'm so excited to get them all assembled and put together. Kind of like the phoenix that I'm working on. I have to do the legs, which again, because of how Megan Lapp does her patterns, the legs actually have toes and whatnot, so it's a little rough to get them done. Um, and but I have the phoenix legs and a couple of accessory feathers left to do, and then just assembly. But the long tail feathers, honestly, I'm thinking about getting just some like pens, because the tail feathers look like a plume pen, and I'm thinking about just getting some ballpoint pens and crocheting around the ballpoint pen so that I can have some plume pens to sell. I'm thinking about it. The feathers are very pretty and they're fairly easy. So and they're fairly sturdy too. Okay. Drive safe, Dragon. Okay. End of this piece of string. My thread chickened all the way to the end. Oh, this dry air. I don't know. I legit might get this color done before the end of stream today, which A is awesome, but B leaves me in a situation because this is the last big stream color. I mean, I have lots of smaller colors that I could easily work on, but at the same time, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't playing. I didn't prepare. But I do need to I do need to go down through the colors that I that are like one or two stitches, and I do need to go down and put dots on the ones that are literally one or two stitches so I can just get those out of the way. That there. And up, all the way across except for one. Kind of why I like spaces like this, because this area that I'm working in was a big fuck up. Like I messed up somewhere and it did all the messing up, and it's a frame. It's a window pane. So fortunately, where I'm working now, uh, in the space, the the color being shifted over by one or one extra stitch isn't a huge deal. Um, so makes me feel a little better about messing up. At the same time, I hate messing up. Hmm. Oops. Need to stitch over two more. Cause yeah, the one color boundary that I need is a line of one down the very end. So the one boundary that I have. Actually, that being the last line. Okay, like that being the last line. How's that working out? Worked out very easily. Mhm. So an investment that I need to work on getting, and it's not hard that it's not hard or expensive. I just need to get it, because I need a set of uh, force not forceps. Those have too much the pliers that don't have the not the pliers but the giant tweezers that you can use to bandage things. But in my case, I want them to stuff, because some of the projects that I'm working on are itty bitty and they require stuffing, but they they uh they need the the daintiness of the plier tweezer hybrid to get the stuffing down where it needs to go. Um, it's a first aid bandage packing tool is what it is. I forget their proper name, but that's what I that's what I need to work on for. Oh my goodness, for my projects, because I want to make sure that anything that goes out for retail sale um, is properly stuffed, so it doesn't flop or lose any of its form. The plushies are a different story, but a lot of what I crochet are not technically plushies. They're sculptures. They're art. They're wire art, because they have a skeleton. piled in a giant block. Hopefully I have enough string to get back over. Close it out. Close out the block. So, one of the funny things at my staff meeting yesterday is I have been delegated up to the second floor because of a resident having unknown, unspecified issue with me. Other than that, they believe I'm a know-it-all. So, okay, that I can live with that. It's still funny, um, but I've been kept up on the second floor, um, and I'm like in a state of constant worry because uh, I don't want people thinking that, oh yeah, oh yeah, she's been favored. She always gets the same floor. No, no, actually, it's kind of more of a punishment. Because uh, we don't want angry old people running around beating me up or beating everybody else up because um, yeah, it's not getting any better. Um, and I have expressed this to my boss. I'm like, I don't want people thinking that I'm being favored. Um, because I don't. I don't want. I am the same person. I'm the same level as everybody else. Um, so I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want any of those ideas being planted. And so yesterday, she made a broad comment about this resident and um, just said, and that is essentially why Ra is up on the second floor is because until we can get a neuro psych evaluation done, we want to keep her as calm as possible and uh, keeping all triggers away. So, but that amused me. It's like it's just putting it out there that um, we can't do that. We can't be accusing people of being favored when it's legit. So that made me feel a little bit better.
The thoughts intrusive are just bees buzzing to stay alive, distracted and elusive. They collide within my mind, and I struggle to think with my thoughts in a bind, and I push to the brink of insanity. Lost in thought, I wander down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling, a reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane. For in their chaos, I find a refrain of the beauty and complexity of my inner terrain.
Okay. Woo woo.
You will never understand that this is my norm, and I have chosen to embrace the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the
Next thing I want to do is I want to get some. Well, what I need to do is tint the window that's in front of me. I think I might have enough tint to do so, but so I can actually have it open during the day and not and be able to see out, but not have have the neighbors that are literally like across the way looking in. Because this room has three windows, and two of them are on this side of me, and I have one that's right in front of me. But being downtown, I'm just so close to everything. Okie doke, we are getting ready to move down. So, okay, well, at least where we're going now. Like, I'm gonna be doing this little line that my pinky's right next to. That's the remainder of the color down this way. So, I'm gonna tackle that, and then there's a huge clump of the color down in here that I will tackle. But we're getting it done, yo. Wow. It'll be good to have him not in the hospital or rehab. Like I think he'll improve in a more stable environment. Cesar moved. Maybe that means husband creature's waking up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start picking out like maybe 2 or 3 colors per stream to tackle, just because we're getting to that point where I think by the end of February for Call Dance here, we'll have a page finish, but he's closing in too. He just has a lot more confetti. Yes, Call Dance is absolutely bigger, but he has more confetti, so it takes a little longer to get stuff done. Where Divine Instinct is 33 pages. Call Dance. Let me zoom out for Call Dance. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then I would give. That's maybe 1, 2, 3. So 7 times 7. think that's 49. I think. I'm not good with mental math, but 7 times 7 is full pages, and then plus another 3 partial pages that I kind of just accumulated together to make to do a to do fast math. But yeah, that's how many pages Call Dance is, as opposed to Divine Instincts 33. Okay, where am I? I'm just below that. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to start a new piece of string. No, I wanted to get down to the bottom without having to start a new piece of string. I have not even gotten that far in my day. Um, that's not what I'm looking for. I might actually get to replace a paper. So some of my string I've had for so long that it's on cardboard bobbins, and I use those when I ship out kits and whatnot. So I try to have all of my projects on the plastic ones that I have, and so I'm this one's running down on the paper one, so I'll get to transfer it over to a more permanent cardboard one or plastic one, and I'll have stuff to ship out kits with. Yeah, I get that. I remember I remember Valentine's Day growing up, trying to the teacher would send home a list, and of course I would lose it. So I would have to remember all the kids' names in my class, which I generally did. But one year, I was one kid short. I was one kid short, and I couldn't remember who it was. It took me like half an hour. And then I was like, I'm forgetting me. Because I always counted myself like, oh yeah, there were 22 kids in the class. I only had 21 names. Had forgotten myself. Um, but that was like one of the most memorable Valentine's Day list making sessions that I had with my dad. Is I was like doing cartwheels and somersaults trying to remember that last kid that I couldn't remember their name. I'm pretty sure he had figured it out, but he let me burn some energy. Like third grade. But after that, I always remembered to put my name down first. Release the Kraken. Oh, hello, hello. I can't. My computer decided to mutiny on me, so. Well, welcome. Welcome, whoever released the Quacken. The name is too small, and I don't have the spoons. But welcome to the stream. We're therapeutically stabbing stuff. Yeah, well, I don't know if my Quacken actually released. I need to see where that is. Let's see. Sound alerts. No, that's not where I needed. I do have sound alerts. Yeah, my sound alerts are weird. I need to sit down and have a conversation with my sound alerts. But I just haven't. Maybe I'll do that. I don't have a huge list of stuff to do after stream today. Do I have stuff that I could do? Abso-fucking-lutely. But I don't have a huge list. I might argue with some of the stream stuff today to see if I can convince it that yes, it does want to work. Down at the bottom of the page. Down at the bottom of the page. There's that. Okay. If my eye would work. And when I say eye, I mean magnifying glass. There we go. Haha. I got this column, all that color filled in, and all that color filled in there. Now we're going to tackle whatever this is in here. So this color also goes over here, down a little bit in here, but we're going to focus in on this area and then move over. Because it really is. It's really very much a speckle. Like, it's going to be rough going across with these jumpy gap things. But start off trying to fix whatever's going on over here. So, what happened in this area is there was a miscount somewhere, and it got knocked off count by a little bit. Not a whole lot, but just enough to make things look weird. So, trying to figure out where all the colors go, where I'm going to substitute or add in colors is what I'm running into right now. And it's just kind of improvising. It's not earth shattering. It's not going to change. Not going to change the outcome of the stitch. It's just figuring it out. That, and then there's that. Because, yeah, like, this is kind of like my marking spot where I'm looking. And there's just things that are off. But that's, I can give it a little bit of zhuzh. And hilariously enough, the stitch count is still the same. It's just things are up or down where they shouldn't be. Luckily, pretty local in this. It's just so funny. Like, I'm like, oh, should be 3. Nope, there's only 2 available. So yeah, but this one should only be 1, and there's 2. So that's where my count is. It's the same, but it's different. Yay! Ah, there's that. I'm gonna try figure out whatever's going on over here. Let's see if I can thread chicken enough for 3 stitches. I think I can. I think I have enough. Just see, am I talented enough to loosen the string so it gives me a shorter tail so I can do it. Some days I am. Some days I am absolutely not qualified to do this. So far, my computer has decided that keeping time is appropriate, and I'm glad for that. And the trick is being able to make the tail shorter without frictioning the thread to break. That's the trick. One more stitch. One more half stitch. I can do this. I got the skills. I got the skills that don't really pay the... I got these skills that don't pay the bills. I got other skills that pay the bills. That was an interesting sound. So we got that one all set. Got that all set. Now,
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. A feeling from deep inside. A sense of victory and euphoria. Look at us now. United as one. This is our destiny. Release the energy. Stand together. Together as one. We stand here together, united as one.
so here.
One tribe. This is our destiny. Stand together. Together as one. Look at us now. Release the energy. Together as
And we got this aerial done. For that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Me and my brain are gonna have an interesting conversation later on. Okay. I don't know. Looking at how all the improv that I've had to do, I don't know as if I'm gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna get the 9:30 done on the page today, but that's okay. Gives me time to plan my next steps. Almost done this huge part. I say huge, it's not really that big. It's mostly filling in the count error. What's going on here? As I approach, I am hitting where I should be. Funny enough. Let's see. Let's see if I can play thread chicken enough. Skip this. Skip the stitch. Oop. Ah, so. Not gonna lie, I think a couple sips of that Sunkist actually stopped my crash. Let's see where I'm sitting at. Let's see where I'm sitting at. We are still in the green, and we are holding steady at 104. I am gonna have to have something for lunch though, so I gotta figure that out. Honestly, I'll probably just cook up some mozzarella sticks. Okay, so now we are in an area where I'm supposed to be stitching actually matches or what I'm supposed to be stitching. There. I think I'm down in an area where I don't have to improvise anymore. It was just this like one little panel here where it was weird and improvisant. But everything's made up and the points don't matter. Hmm, there's that. That there. Okay, here we go. One little weird one over here. Well, travel over. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Keep losing my place. Mm-hmm. La, la, la. Mhm. We made the dragon cry apparently. Poor feature. So there's one lone stitch. One lone stitch that I'm gonna get. Okay, so there's that there. I found where the count went. Thought it was one lone stitch. I was wrong. Because oopsies. beauty of this color is that it is a great darker shadow color. Oh. Mhm. We are on to this clump here, which will finish out the downward. It'll finish out the downward spiral that is this particular section of Captain Penis. Mhm. 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 And then gonna stop that right there, and I'm gonna end the piece of string and start a new piece of string. But almost done. Mhm. Mhm. I need to remember to grab a trash bag for my thread bits and other miscellaneous stuff. I just have not. entire space with this color. Mhm. Let's see, how many? I've done over 200 stitches, which is honestly very impressive because I'm kind of in confetti hell right now. But at the same time, sometimes confetti stitches add up seemingly faster because you're just like, just get this over with. But I'm glad that I got over the 200. Got 15 minutes left in the stream. Can I get to 250? Probably not. I would just like to get down here and just have the top of the page left to work. Which that could probably happen. Now. I think over the course of this weekend, I'm going to unroll and re-roll both of these guys, because if you can see down in the bottom left how it stacks out like that, it makes it very hard to tension because this is just tightening and it's sliding out more. So I think over the course of the weekend, I'm going to try to tension these up a little bit better. Aaron, whenever you're trying to rush is when they will take forever. Tomorrow is our air. Well, might be our errand day. I don't know. Ooh, I did get over 250. I'm at 259. 259. Wow. I'm honestly very surprised. Like, I was not expecting over 250 today. But I have this little area. Yeah, I have 3, 5, 7 stitches left. So, at least in this area. I think I might call it after I hit the bottom of this to give stats and whatnot. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, well, I did not get done all of 9:30 like I wanted to. That's okay. But I am at the end of a piece of string, so that's always pretty handy because then I can tackle other colors without having to fight with the main color. Um, and that is something that happens more often than I care to admit, but I try to avoid it at all costs. No color arguing. Okay, so as I'm taking the piece of scrap off, we start off today. Let me find the right screen. Gotta find all kinds of things. I'm gonna empty my hands and then I'm gonna find stuff. Okay, so we start off today at 1.34%. We are, and I did hit my button, we are at 1.4%. Woo, we might get to, nah, it's the 24th. Maybe 1.5. That'd be really cool, but no promises. We got 266 stitches done today. But this is where we're at. So I have for the remainder of 9:30, I have these little dots up here, and I have a little bit in here, and that's truly all that's left. But I got life to conquer. I will be back on stream Monday, 10 to 12, with Divine. We'll be working on getting his ear to show off a little bit more, and then we'll have this fine fellow out on Thursday and Friday. Stay tuned for dual stream with Dast info. I honestly I don't know. Yeah. So drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others, and be kind to others without harming yourself. I hope everyone has a phenomenal day and a phenomenal weekend. Stay warm if you're stay warm if you're anywhere at this point in time. But I will be around if you need me. I might not always answer immediately, but as soon as I see it, I promise I will. Have a fantastic day.